Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. It's held. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! Reeled it in and just made the house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense getting set for first down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He's going to run it. Got room at the 35. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Pressure coming. Feeling some heat. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's taking the shot. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Gators! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given ball.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Manning. This time it's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And that pass is caught at the 25. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Shakes off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get him.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down?
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Looking to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He wants it all. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset. Next play.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. Third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
He'll return it from the 50. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
It's first down from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Looking to pass. It's Glagway. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away.
He'll take a shot. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Slams into the pile. Ball carry 17.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch on the left. And he's running in the open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
Dropping back, it's Glagway. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The back goes in motion. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes down there. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Florida! What a grab and go for the score. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you...
Looking for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gator! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll fire. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Using his feet to buy time. Lets it fly. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Nothing, and it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Trying to get to it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the fourth sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Throws for the tight end. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Let's see what they've got on second down. On the ground, it's Baxter. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those as you got them a little bit tired.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, four-down territory. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
On the move at the 30. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
To the air, it's Lagway. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly.
Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. What a costly turnover there. They had a chance to almost put this thing away.
Yeah, they had a chance at the knockout blow, right? Down in this area of the field, at minimum, you've got to come away with the field goal, but you cannot turn it over. Poor job with ball security, and all of a sudden now they've given their opponent an opportunity to come and steal this game.
Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's held. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Manning. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Grab behind the line. It's Helm. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will put them up here in the second half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
It's caught downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Gators want to move quickly. They'll ride the hot hand. Keeps the legs moving.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Florida! They've got the lead here in the fourth. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Brings it down on the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Finds his big tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He caught it. Touchdown, Texas! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He gets a block. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Gators. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
they're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. He's going to bring it out from deep. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. Scanning the field, it's Manning. They're working that left side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Makes the catch. It's fine. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Snags it. He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
You know, situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The give to the tailback. At the 15, he's loose. Oh, look out. There he goes. Just keeps moving. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Looking to throw. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Off he goes. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game.